Hello everyone, Johnny here. Today in this session, we will understand how to solve counting number of vowels in a string. We will try to write the code to count number of vowels in a string. So before writing the logic, let us understand the basic methods. Let me take a variable. I am trying to assign some string to it. I am trying to calculate the length of it. For calculating the length, we have a predefined method called length. So whenever we are trying to use this, we will get the length of it. Let me save the code. You can see 6. So length property returns the length of the string. That is, if it doesn't have any character, it will try to return as 0. Now let us look into the next method. I am trying to write console.log str.toString. str.toString. ToString method, sorry for this, ToString method is used to return the value as a string object. So let us see the output. We got in the form of a string. First one is the length method, which is used to calculate the length of the string, that is number of characters. Next one is toString. It returns the value of a string object as a string object. Now if I want to check the character at a particular index, for example console.log str.char at of 0. So whenever I write char at of 0, it will try to return the first character. Char at of 1 will try to return the second character, and so on. If I want to return the last character, we should write length minus 1, as we have done in the arrays. Now if we can see this, we got j. If I am trying to write 1, 2 here, we got h. It means 0 for j, 1 and 2. H is for 2. So we got output as 2. Caret, that is character at, method returns the character at the specific index in a string. Next one, for example we have a string here. So let me take a new string, variable str equals to, I am trying to write YouTube Johnny tutorials. Remember, the space will be also considered in the strings. So here YouTube Johnny tutorials, I am trying to write variable res equals to, I am trying to write something called str.match. Here match method will try to search a string based upon this regular expression. For example, whenever we are trying to use a regular expression concept, we will try to use this match. For example, I have written something as u and g. Here we call this as a pattern. 2 forward slashes and u we call it as a pattern. G we call it as a global match. It means it will try to match n number of occurrences for a given string or for a given value. So it will try to return in the form of an array object. So whenever I am trying to write variable str, let us see the output of this. Whenever we can see, we should able to write console.log. So let me put everything in the same, it's okay. If I can write here u, you can see u has been returned. For example, I am trying to write again a YouTube here. For example, I am trying to write again a YouTube. You can see we got 2 u's. So whenever I am trying to write, for example, I have written only small y, we got only single one. For suppose if I write small I, we got 2. Here as we have discussed, it is a pattern. G indicates global match, I indicates case insensitive. So this is how we have done with a pattern, a basic pattern matching with a U. G is a global and I is a case insensitive. For example, I want to take the same thing. I want to take some string like this. For example, I'm trying to take variable pa tt1 equals to pattern as we have discussed. Now in this we are trying to take something called a bracket. Bracket indicates within the range. For example, I have written something like this, bracket of G. It means it will try to match with all the letters of G here. So variable result equals to, that is, what is the string we have here? Let me use the previous one, dot match of pa tt1. So here, based upon the result, it will try to match all the letters with H. So let us see how it goes. Sorry, it is result here. If we can see, we got H here. So as we have only one, let me write Y. We have two Y's here, this one and this one. If I have written I here, let me check, we got 3. So I indicates case sensitive as we have discussed. So bracket will have all the values within that particular range. So for example, if I have written the same thing, so let me copy the same thing, let me write the same thing. If I have written something called a cap symbol here, if I have placed some cap symbol, so what is the difference between both? For example, I have written cap symbol here, I am trying to write a cap symbol. So if you can see here, cap indicates it should not match with that letter. Let us see the output of the snippet. Except a Y, it will try to print all the values. So match will try to return in the form of an array object. So it is trying to match with all the values in the form of an array. First one we have discussed about a length, next one is toString, next one is char at, next one is a match based upon, that is G and I, next one is using brackets, and next one is the cap symbol, that is it indicates it should not match between these values in the bracket. Now let us discuss the last method to solve this question. Like we have one more method called replace. For example, replace method is used to replace, for example, if I want to specifically replace a particular value, we can use this. Let us see with an example so it will be easy for us. Variable st equals to, I have written something as John tutorials. In the next line I have written variable r equals to st dot replace John, comma, I have written Johnny. I am trying to put echo this thing, that is I am trying to display this. If you can see here, we got Johnny tutorials. It means the John has been replaced with the word Johnny here, and it will try to give us the new value what we have replaced. So this is how we have done with replace, match, char at, toString and length. Now let us look into the solution for this. Count the number of vowels in a string. So before we are trying to solve this, so these are the basic methods which we need. We will try to solve the same logic using predefined methods and without using predefined methods. Let me put this in the comments. Control Shift S. It is done. Now let us solve this. So let me take some function and let me write this. I have taken console.log get, like let me write count vowels, and let me write here A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. So I have written list of string here. So I just want to count number of vowels in this. So I'm trying to take a function count vowels. In this I'm trying to pass this string in the sense which with using parameter we are trying to pass this here. We are trying to pass this string here, that is the argument. In this first we need to convert the thing into the form of string. So variable string is equals to s dot toString, as we have discussed. We are trying to convert this into form of toString. So in order to iterate each and every value to check with the values, I am trying to use something called for loop. Variable I equal to 0, I less than or equals to, that is the length, string dot length -1 and I plus plus. So if you can see in this, we are trying to take a for loop. In this for loop we are trying to iterate each and every value. So if I want to iterate each and every value, in this for loop we are trying to check some condition. If the value matches with it, we will try to increment the count. So in this I am trying to write if string dot char at of 0 indicates first position. So I am trying to write I here, in the sense I equals to a, or it means I'm trying to write for only the lower case here. We can write for uppercase also. At of I double equals to e. So I'm trying to write, so let me copy the same thing, Control V and Control V. First one is done with A, E, I. Next one is O. Next one is U. A, E, I, O, U. So this is one, we got an extra thing here. So let me maximize this. So if we can see this, so I'm just trying to write, just trying to check the string. If it matches with A, I have written only for the lowercase a, E, I, O, U manually. So if it matches with any of the thing, we will try to increment the value. For example, I have taken vowels count equals to, that is, I'm using some shorthand notation here. So let me write plus equals to 1. So for this variable I will try to initialize with vowels count equals to 0. So here if you can see the part, if you can see this snippet, what we are trying to do, we are just trying to make this count vowels is a function here. We are trying to pass this argument, and s is a parameter which is trying to convert this in the form of string, and we are trying to iterate each and every character using for loop, that is using this length method. We will try to write first 0, that is A. If it is matches with the first value S, so it will try to increment, so the value will be 1. Next one is B, so it will try to check with this B, nothing is matching, so it will not enter into this if condition. Next one with C, and so on. So let us check how it goes. If we can see this snippet, let us see how it goes. We got undefined. Why? Because we haven't written the value. We have incremented it, but we didn't return it. So let me return this value, vowels count, that's all. It is 5. So you know we have only 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U. So we got the same thing. So this is how we have done with initial, like with the basic one. Let me write some name here, and let us check now what will be the count. We got 1 because we have only O. So this is the first simple logic which we can do using a for loop followed by this method. Now can we use match? Yes, so this is the first logic which we are trying to write. Logic 1. Next one is logic 2. In this second logic we are trying to use something called map. So let me let me use the same thing. Let me write count vowel here. So in this count vowel I am trying to write function count vowel. In this I am trying to pass. So if you can see in this, we are trying to write variable m equals to str dot match. So match will try to check with the values. So here we have the brackets a e I o u. It means whenever if we don't place cap symbol, it means it should able to match a e I o u. G indicates global match, I indicates case insensitive, and semicolon. So if you can see here, we have variable m equal to str dot match. So it will try to compare with a e I o u, G for global, I for case insensitive. In this I am trying to take a return statement. In this return statement we are trying to check if the value is null, in the sense we don't have any values in this, so it will try to return as string. It means I am trying to use a ternary operator here. If we don't have any value, it will try to give us 0. If we have any values, it will try to return the length. So if you can see here, first one it will try to match with this thing. We will have some occurrences for the first iteration, so it will try to increment first one. So it will try to match how many matches it is having. So based upon this, it will try to print the length. So let us see how it goes. Somewhere we have written wrong. 55, line number 55. 55, yes. We have some ternary operator. Sorry for this. Ternary operator should be written in this way. First condition, next one is true, and next one is false. Sorry for this. And next one, if you can see, we got 5, and str is already defined. So it means here it is yes, here we got the same thing. So this is how we have done with the logic using match. So can we do the same thing using any other use case? Yes, we can also implement the other logic also. If we can elaborate in this, we are trying to use a regular expression, G for matching the whole string, I for the case insensitive, G for the global match, I for the case insensitive. And the next one, we are trying to check if it has any null value or nothing, then it will return 0, or else it will try to return the number of characters in it. Now let us implement the same logic using a replace. So in this I am trying to take an arrow function. I am trying to take an arrow function here, constant. In this I am trying to write count vowel. You have written right, so let me write count vowel is there, right? Count wow. In this I am trying to use an arrow function. In this I am trying to write a replace. So in this replace, let me write the snippet. So let me take the same, let me take the same values. In this replace, we are trying to write the same expression what we have written in the previous case. So in this we am trying to write cap symbol. It means if it doesn't matches with a e I o u, if it doesn't matches with a e I o u, we are trying to write global and value. And as we have discussed in the previous part, it will try to match. See here I have used cap symbol. Cap symbol indicates it doesn't matches. So whatever the value which doesn't matches with this, it will try to replace with the empty space, and the leftover characters it will try to calculate the length. So here if you can see, the first parameter is AEIOU and the next parameter is the replacement with the empty string. So it will try to calculate the length of the characters which has been pending. For example, see, J will be replaced with empty space, O will not be replaced, H, N and Y. Here we have count only, that is value only 1, so it will try to return as 1 here. So this is how we have done with the replace. So let us see whether we will get this thing. Yes, we got the same thing. For example, let me write. Yes. So this is how we have done with how to count number of vowels in a string. That is the different ways where we can implement using a basic for loop, using a simple method. We can use a match, we can use a replace. Like, if you can see, this is how we have solved in a 3 different logics. If you have any other logic to write the code, you can just comment below this video. If you have any queries, any questions, you can just drop us a mail or comment below this video. Thank you.